Ryan Thompson back again here. This time we're building a kind of an interesting page. This is going to be, it's called providers, the template, and it's got a little mechanism here that filters their team members. I peeked ahead a little bit in the other templates, and this kind of display is used here as well in the team template. So what I think I'll do is build a team stream using the streams module, virtualize it, push it into the sidebar. We'll have all of the team listed here along with their category, and I think I'm going to, if we look at the markup here, I would imagine that this probably works with multiple categories. So I'm going to use the tags field to set up these tags here, the categories. Or maybe I'll use a select or a checkboxes. Now I use checkboxes because it's key value storage, and then I'll use the tags input for it because I want to be able to use. Let's see what the class is for these. Nurse, yeah. So I want the key and the displayed text and the key that we'll use for classing separated. So checkboxes is a good one for that because similar to like the select field type, you can separate key value storage, whereas the tags field type is only a simple tag value. So it would have to be either nurse practitioners is the tag, which is a problem with CSS because that would be two, unless we slugified it or something. So let's dig in. Let's create what we can already. Testimonials block, default header, and some content here. Let's create that first providers page. Providers, it's enabled. Oops. And what you see is what you get. Stupid leading paragraph. And what else? Testimonials. Save that. Okay, let's view it real quick. I'm sure it'll look fine. Now we need to create. I'm going to do this whole thing as a block. So for the time being, it looks like we've got two here, so a filter block, copy. Display. Filterable providers. Information's fine. Copy the initial over. This is going to be a good example of how we can use streams like field configuration to build out things like this. So that'll be kind of cool. That's new information. Yep. Pull that back. So let's head to streams, create our team namespace. What's this? Yep, that should do it. Virtualize it. Let's see, what do we use for users? Ooh, perfect. User MD. So we virtualized it. Now we have it over here in the sidebar. Okay. Let's see. We need their name. I think maybe we will. I just don't know if we should use one. Physicians, midwives. Yeah, we'll just use a select field type for now, I think, instead of the checkboxes, because they're displaying it, so that would indicate that there's only going to be one per one category. So let's do that. Sure. Just going to process this text a little bit here. Physician's assistants. Let's do just cleaning this up. Alright, that should do it. Drop down. Oh, put that in the wrong. There we go. Drop down buttons. Yep, that'll be fine. Alright, we also need their name. And an image. We'll enforce lossy / compressible images. Let's see. Get that out of here. Okay, now let's create our team. We'll copy the description. Sortable. They might want to control this on their own. You can always change it later. Acquire the photo. I'll make the name unique just to try and prevent duplicates. We can undo that too. In the category, this is required. All right. Let's create one. There we go. Okay, now let's go back to our block real quick. Let's open up a new tab for our page and add this blank block so that we can check our progress as we're working with it. Cool, that should do it. So typically one might think of building out this navigation with its own data, but when you're using something like the select field type, or there's a number of things that you can do this with. You can pull this information from field configuration. Since we already have it, you know, we want to use our options, and if they add an option, we want to keep that up here. So let's take a look at what that looks like. Close that, we're done. So let's see, let's break this up into the repeatable segments. Okay. For member in team. It's sortable, so we don't have to sort it in any way or order it. It'll be sorted by their sorting. Since it's a sortable stream, it'll sort according to how they have ordered them automatically by default. All right. See, we've got a class on the image, so let's do actually member.photo, and then we want to make an image instance. The alt tag or the alt text will pull from the user file. I'll show you how that works in a second here. User image. Escape that. Name. And the category. Got an image to tag up here. It's got a class, so we'll have to chain and escape. Okay. Looks like we've got one more. I think this is probably going to be a mail to LC. Uh-oh. I'm not sure what this is gonna. This is probably a mail to. Let's see what this looks like when we save and reload. We need to circle that one up. Ugh. I think this one's using image circle. Oh, you know what? It's because, let's see, what's the size of these? We gotta fit it down. Let's do 200 by 2. Yeah, 200 by 200. So we're gonna use fit. which is like a cropping slash resize. That image circle, that should look better. Okay, that's good. Maybe we'll send them to the contact page. So for now, I'm going to use content team usually doesn't change the names of the, well, they won't change the purpose of the page. So chances are this will not be deleted, for example. So in our case, it's safe for me to point to this page specifically by its named route. So they can rename it and stuff, but its purpose will remain the content page. So by pointing to it by its named route, we're safe. So that'll always point to the contact page. And let's see. Okay, so the next thing we want to do is fill these in. This one's oh, I see, we've got these here, nurse assistants. So physicians needs to be assistants instead. Let's open up another tab and go modify that field real quick. Category. Midwives, nurse, physicians. I see. Physicians assistants. That's my bad. Nurse is singular. Sure, let's do that. Go back and edit. I think I'm an assistant. Oh, I'm a physician, of course. Okay. Ooh. So there's some script that's going to be here undoubtedly. Let's open up the template for providers. Oh, there's a provider's detail template, I see. So it's not going to be going to the contact page. I should have read ahead a little bit more. What have we got here? Cool. We'll do that in the next video. So providers, there's going to be a script here at the bottom. Let's put this into our assets so that's always included. Unexpected end of input. Let's see. I think we're minimizing so these comments can get, we're minimizing our HTML, so let's clean that up. No JavaScript errors. There we go. Okay, so we're getting closer. This goes to their detail page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a slug. No, we'll use their ID. We'll slugify their name and we'll use their ID for the next page, the detail page. So I think, let's just do that now. Okay. We'll pass value, so it's the raw string being passed to that helper method. Going to piggyback off of the current URL. So you can see now this would go to providers /view /Ryan Thompson /1, which does not exist. Well, falling back. So this will go 404 now. Okay. All right, so this part, now we just need to build out this menu using our options. So let's get that done real quick, and this will be a wrap. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, so we've got our stream that's getting dumped here. We've got our stream model, it's the presenter. So now we can walk through and grab the fields. Let's see if we can pull up the category. Okay, not yet. No. So let's just do this. Get a field. That's probably what I'll only use. Okay, there we go. So we've got a field type presenter. Now we can get the options, which we could also, the options will, let me just open it up for you. So this is what it's going to run. This is going to basically build and parse options and return the actual options for the input. This is what's used within the field type itself to normalize these inputs. So that's what we'll use. Options, and then this should be a key value of what we need. Last. Oh, I'm sorry, it's going to be type. So we need to get the field type first. This should do it. Yep. So now that we've got the field type, now we can get the options off of it. And this is basically running into get type and get options. It's the same thing. I'm just using the shorter syntax since it's a presenter. And there we go. So now we can loop through these and use them. Nope. So we've got an active one, which is all for key value in the options. And the key. Let's check that out. There we go. So now it's powered by the options within the select field type itself. So that'll do nicely. All right, in this next video, we'll do the detail page. So I'll catch you later.